And so he kind of pulled like kind of what you did. It was his demo account, but he made like $12,000 overnight. He didn't do it the right way though. He did like 10 trades or no, 30 trades with 0.01 lot size for a Bitcoin overnight. He goes, but I knew it was going up. But you would never be able to close out those trades if it took a dive, and he could have blown his account. It was his demo. It's not a big deal. But I want, I told him, before I give you real money, you have to go through all the lessons. So now Kayla's got, how many accounts? What? 2 demo accounts? She has 2 live accounts.
Oh, yeah.
She has a HFX live account, and she's got a DCX, FRX live account, sorry. And because she's responsible and she's doing what she's supposed to. All right. I guess we should let everyone in. I think Heidi, Heidi.
Where is Graham?
I know, but Kayla's going to do a trade. She's been setting up one.
Awesome. Now, the only reason why I'm asking is because there was a question put out today about OTC by Dr. Matt and by people on Telegram, and I really want him to. So I just threw it at him. I don't know if you saw the text, but so no, yeah, I definitely want her to do a trade for sure.
She's looking for a perfect setup, by the way. So
awesome, because she's awesome.
Yeah, I've been curious with the OTC because they didn't really go over that in that one call that I was on, but those are the ones I've been looking for because
that was just an introductory call.
What is OTC?
Yeah, you can tell me.
Oh, yeah. Did you say it?
Okay.
it's over the counter, right?
Yeah, over the counter means like nothing big is being no big like brands, right? Isn't it just like just?
It means the banks aren't as involved as the actual like buyer of the market, but there's a more defined definition. I was reading it earlier, and I was like, oh, there's more to this than I thought. And because what's happening is people are trying to do Hourglass, and Cash Trap does not work alongside with OTC. And they were trying to do that today. Like, why am I seeing OTC over here, but it doesn't line up with Hourglass? So I was telling Graham, can we get like a more of a dictionary definition of what this means? And why is it they can't necessarily line, why is,
let's let everybody in, and then we can press it all together.
Okay.
Graham, this is Jason, by the way. Jason.
Yeah, it's called don't trade OTC.
Yeah, don't trade OTC, but you got people like Dr. Matt who's like,
No, don't trade it.
Just practicing on your demo, right? I mean, look, practice. But
you can practice whenever, but just don't trade it.
Yeah.
Oops, let me stop sharing. And Graham, I'm going to make you be able to screen share. Screen share. Kayla's going to do a live one too. She's just looking for a good setup. How is everybody doing? It's not a ladies' night this week.
Sadly. Just kidding. We love you guys.
I see Jason, though.
No, yep. What'd you say?
I see Jason.
It's not a ladies' night. You're here. Jason's here. Any other guys? Oh, it's the ladies' night. Darius is hopping on, but maybe a little bit late. Oh, he's not hopping on. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Hello, Michelle. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
There are a lot of ladies.
We got three guys. And Ruben. Is that Ruben?
Yeah.
Hey, Ruben. Awesome. How's everybody doing?
Good. Good.
Good.
Ruben was a huge help for me today.
That was awesome. Thank you, Ruben.
Yes.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
And Ruben, in general, I don't know if you can hear me, but I love the fact that you talk in the group chat as often as you do anyways. I appreciate that. Like, it's awesome.
Can he hear us?
I don't know. I'll say it again when he comes back.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. We can't see you anymore, but we can hear you.
I don't know.
Can we say how cool Dr. Jen's microphone is? I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cool.
I gotta look at
Flag on it.
Got the flag and everything.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Have to have the flag. Yes. I spend too much time on Zoom calls, so I needed a microphone.
One day I will have a setup with all the screens.
Oh, I have no doubt, young lady. There's no doubt in my mind you will have that and so much more.
You're gonna have to get lots of stickers, whatever those things are, to protect you from the radiation.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
we have.
Oh, I have that. If you're interested, there's a place that Dr. Dean and his wife, Dr. Mama Bear, had
I have
recommended.
a necklace. I have a bracelet. I have it on my phone.
Good for you. Good.
I'm gonna eventually get one of those.
Let me tell you, you guys
towels.
all need them because when I don't wear this, I don't sleep well at all.
I went pull a Wano saving.
Wano saving. That's classic. I love it.
Hey, Dr. Jen, if you could put that in the chat, that'd be great. I'd love to know where that place is to put those devices.
Oh, I'd be happy to.
Oh, I have a picture from Judy.
Is that the one? Yeah, it's Protect Pro. Is that the one?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it, Judy.
Show it, Lisa.
I gotta find it, Judy.
Oh my God.
Well, we're gonna start. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'll be like Jason. This is Lisa from no, I'm kidding. Praise TV and Kayla. No. Does anyone have any questions so far? Because Kayla is working on a trade. Graham is going to go over some things with us, and we want to just make sure everyone is doing well.
I want actually, but I
She might interrupt.
Yeah, I do want everyone to get like whatever you trade on, get it out and ready. And then I will I might interrupt someone if I see a really good setup. And I have trading view out, so if you guys want to open trading view up, so then when I tell you what I'm looking at, you can kind of look along with me. But yeah, I kind of just make interrupt.
Oh, here's the thing, Graham. I'll just send it to you. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah,
That's
send it to
it.
me. Yeah, perfect. Thanks.
Also, I do know things are going to be coming out elsewhere. I'm just going to say that, and I'll leave it at that, so you know what I'm talking about. So,
What?
for those of you who know.
There's other things coming up somewhere else or something like that.
And I can't say necessarily on this for now, but I can later privately. Let's leave it there. Can you put that? So, okay. All right. Someone else is hopping on. Does anyone have any questions so far? Anyone want to share any wins?
Well, besides Graham, all right, Mr. 88 and 2 or whatever, I had a terrible week this week. But I wasn't, I think if you're not in the right mindset and you're trying to squeeze things in.
Yes, Ruben, I had the same issue. I was going to say the same. Go ahead. I didn't want to interrupt. I just wanted to have some camaraderie for and with you because I had the same kind of week. I felt like it was working against me because I was trying to squeeze in too much.
I'm trying to do it at lunchtime at work, but then we're in the middle of a cycle and people keep coming in. The boss calls, my wife calls. And next thing you know, I haven't rolled over, I've lost the trade, and it's like, so it's like you got to be kind of, and get into Zen mode, I think, and to really concentrate and do it. So
100%, Ruben, 100%. So Nick is my trading partner who's 88 and 2 in the last 24 hours, but if you, and this is from experience, when you try to push it in between things, it never works. I've tried to push it at different times, and it's something about the law of the universe, I swear. It just does not work out too well. You just kind of have to clear your head, put some music on, and get in the right space, like you say.
And the money is there later, and the money is there tomorrow. So it's not like it's going to go away. It's going to be there, and that's sometimes you just have to let it go. Like, for instance, before I started the academy, I accidentally transferred $1,600 of Bitcoin to the wrong wallet. And I was so upset. And it was mine and Christine's money. So it wasn't just my money. It was my business partner's money. And I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, Lisa, just let it go. It's okay. Don't worry about it. God will give it back tenfold. You kind of have to have that mentality. You just let it go, legit let it go, and just come back. And you know what? We'll do it again tomorrow. And practice, go watch a video, go play with your kids, do something else, right?
You know what I did today?
What did you do today?
Oh my goodness gracious. I was on Billy Mills. I was set up really good. I was doing great. She said, make sure you put at a certain time. I had my finger over it and my computer's so sensitive that it put when it didn't supposed to put. And it was horrible. I lost that one.
Oh no.
And so then, I said, okay, that was my fault. I mean, it was a hair trigger. So then the next time she was on AUD USD and I was on EUR USD, and I kept looking and it kept going up and down exactly how she was saying. And I was on the wrong one, and I put in a put, and I thought, oh, I'm going to lose this one. But you just have to pay attention. I won. I mean, I cleared that one, so that was a good thing. So, but yes, mindset is everything. But the finger part was, I mean, I was just ready to go because those things go so fast that if you're not there to put it, you're not going to miss it. So,
Yeah.
so anyway.
can I elaborate on that, Judy? So that's something that happens to all of us. I've done it. I've jumped on thinking I'm gonna do a 15-minute trade and was on 1 minute. But I will say this, so for everybody listening, Millie is definitely the style I've been running with and having a ton of success, where a lot of her trades, for the most part, when you're listening to her as an educator, are gonna be 15 minutes. So you got time you got a little bit of time to jump in. Now, if you guys go out and listen to Del Woods, oh my gosh, the guy is so full of energy, but he's jamming his music and he's yelling out trades over the top of the music, and he's going so fast that is for more experienced people that can navigate through the their platform faster. But please, I've done with Del Woods. He's so fast. He just, so you just got to pick an educator. But Millie's usually pretty good because her trade's set up a lot longer, so you have time to get in and whatnot. So
plus you can do 2 trades, or you could do 3. She'll tell you if you can get in now. So there's another one.
So one of the strategies that Nick and I have been working on for a while and doing, Nick does it a lot more than I do. So on Millie's trades, or when I don't trade with Millie a ton, but I've learned a lot from her. So I trade just like her. But one of the strategies, you guys can do this, a tip, is if the strategy is setting up, if the trade is setting up and you're pretty confident in it, you can shotgun it, meaning you can put 2 or 3 entries in at the same time if you're that confident of the trade winning, right? That is one little trick you can do. I'll show you guys at some point, what I'm looking at and where I see a really strong trade when we're talking about trending markets. And then that would maybe allow you guys to take that shotgun entry. I know, I know Mary Jo was talking about OTC. So we talked about this. So here's my take on OTC. None of us should be messing with it. It's basically called off the counter. It's basically after hours. So for binary trading or world currency pairs, there is basically from Sunday night to Friday afternoon. At that point, it's done. You don't want to be playing with it on Friday night, Saturday night. You really don't want to start playing with it until Sunday night. You're basically at that point, you're the world currency.
That was pretty good.
So between Friday night and Sunday afternoon, you're basically relying on your brokers' algorithms, and your brokers have set prices, and most brokers do not set in your favor. So Cash Trap and Liberty and a lot of the IM platforms do not mesh up with OTC. So if you're going to trade OTC, you're going into if you don't have massive success in the Monday through Friday market, don't even, just stay off on the weekends, enjoy your family. Do not try to do HFX or Forex on the weekends. So
learn it on the weekend. That's a great time to just watch some recorded ones and really go learn.
100%. So the message is I know we have a lot of people asking the chat groups, OTC is basically after hours. It's weekend stuff trading that is not working live with the world markets. It's literally the markets are closed and it's just set fixed pricing. So my message is just do not trade with it, because Cash Trap and stuff does not line up with it.
Awesome. Are you ready? Kayla needs 15 more seconds. Does everybody have whatever open that they would like to trade with?
What's the pair?
Oh, wait. If it goes, it's going to be the Aussie and the Japanese yen. So AUD, JPY.
Okay, Kayla, this is a big moment. I'm taking this with you.
Kayla did really well last week on our ladies' night.
All right, guys, go to AUD, JPY. And I think I'm gonna go in for a 2 minute. Oh! Shut up! I wish I got it. Going for a 2 minute, 1 minute buy.
Are you sure?
Oh, hold on, wait.
Wait. Let's be patient.
Oh, I'm getting. My face just like heated up.
You would have done it already.
It's really difficult because I happen to trade so strategically. Like I'm like, if I see, I'm like, okay. All right, I'm gonna wait to see what this closes out at. I think we're going for 1 minute buy because
it's going up. It's going up. It's going up. I'm buying.
It looks like it's consistent. Hold on, wait.
Oh, I just bought twice.
All right, going for a 1 minute. Oh, see, that's why I wait. Going for a 2 minute buy because it looks like actually.
Wait. Just wait.
Just don't listen to me. Just don't listen to me. I'm not calling out the trades. This is how I am when I'm trading by myself. I'm like, wait. I'm gonna go in for a 2-minute buy. Wait. I'm gonna go in for a 3-minute buy.
Can you tell them why you're deciding?
Wait, I don't know. I'm gonna go in for a 3-minute. I see the pressure that these live educators feel.
Oh, and it just dropped. Now's the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in. I just don't like to place mid candle because I don't know what's gonna close out. I'm gonna go in for a 2-minute buy, a 3-minute.
Listen to your instincts. It is
dropping. I'm gonna go in for a 2-minute buy. When this stand up, go now. I'm gonna go in for a 2-minute buy. That's what I'm gonna do.
And yeah, see how I jumped
sweating.
in? I lost. But it's okay with my demo. I'm fine. I would not have done that.
Y'all never forget last week when I was trading my demo, I got 5 in a row. I was like, I seriously should have hopped into my live.
Hey, here's a question. Is everybody trading live on the Zoom call? Has everybody got a live account?
Mm-hmm.
Can everybody put in the chat box, did everybody take the bonuses when they joined up with their live broker?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, not good.
That's okay, guys. It didn't close out yet. We're gonna be.
Someone could talk while we do it.
The reason why I asked that question, guys, is just, talking about live trading. So when you funded your live broker account, so I've been on binary cent for a while. And by the way, my computer's lagging really bad right now. So I couldn't even jump into that trade because it's not my broker platform's not loading. But it's interesting because I'm jumping off binary cent and I'm going to jump over to a different broker account. And I took the full bonus because I fully intend on trading. I'm learning a lot, and I'm not planning on taking my funds out anytime soon. But just so you guys know, here's a little tidbit. So I had them match me 100%. So I rolled my account over more than 3 times. In fact, I've rolled it over probably 7 times. But when I went to go ask them today about taking my funds out, they will give you what you call a net balance. So it's basically the money you put in plus whatever you won, minus a little bit of what they've contributed. So don't be shocked when if you guys ever go to pull your money out. This is only for people that have taken the bonus. If you haven't taken a bonus, this is irrelevant. But if you have, they will. It's easy to take out, but just know that they're gonna take you will never get your bonus money. Like, just know that off the bat. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that in case you guys open up another account or move accounts, you just never get your bonus money. They never give it to you.
So don't do it then?
No, I wouldn't say don't do it. I mean, if you're putting a couple $100s in and you want them to match you so you have more money to trade with and you manage your trade sizes, absolutely. If you don't plan on taking the money out. Like when I put my money in, I wanted the full 100% bonus because I knew that this was going to be a learning experience over a period of time. Whether I lost it, I doubled it. So yeah, I would say just, again, goes back to what we said before. If you are looking to learn in this and you can have that as disposable money, take the 100% bonus, but just know that even if you grow it 100 times X, you will never get their bonus money. It's kind of like they're giving it to you to trade, but you can't pull it out. Just a little tip.
Waiting for it to go up. There it goes. Keep going.
Kayla, did you get into that trade?
Yeah, I did. I didn't clear it. Right now I'm looking at CAD JPY, and it looks like it might. To me, it looks like. Let me know if you see anything, Graham, because I mean.
I'm gonna. Let me see. My computer's really lagging. I was gonna take people over and show them what I'm doing here in a minute when you're done, but it's just really lagging.
You go right ahead because nothing is looking good to me right now, and I know people are in their live accounts, and I don't want to mess anyone up. Just because I want to give you a trade. So
I rolled the trade, and so far, fingers crossed, it looks good.
Nice. CAD JPY is going up just like I thought.
Fingers crossed. 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
Guys, actually,
Kayla, in all honesty, your confidence is where the issue. Honest to God, you know your stuff. I know it's just.
I don't, guys. I never trust my gut. You know, I'm like, oh, I know it's gonna. Look at this. I accidentally placed. Actually, guys, I was looking at JPY and I accidentally placed the buy when I wasn't going to, and I'm so deep in profits right now. It's on my demo. Don't worry, I'm not making money without you guys. But I.
Trust your gut.
Just dive, regardless of us being lives or not. That's our own personal choice. I'm telling you, girl, you shine.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys want to look at CAD,
it's retesting.
Oh, just a few more seconds.
come on.
Stay up, stay up, stay up. Come on.
Read a second.
Did you clear it?
I don't know what the hell it's doing. Oh man, I got another freaking minute. Come on, stay up.
Guys, I'll be doing hand motions. Like if it's not going down in a second, so I'm like, come on, come on, come on. I'm like, you can do it. Come on, come on, come on.
That's it. Keep going.
Come on, come on.
See, sometimes it's just kind of fun. I think everyone should kind of like, if you guys are looking at something, I think it's fun if we're all just kind of like saying what we're doing, kind of just trading together. I mean, like, I think that's fun.
Just stay up there just for a few more seconds.
5 seconds. You can do it. Clear it.
And shut down.
Graham, you can go ahead, Graham, if you want to.
Oh my gosh.
I'm waiting for your next trade. My computer's so slow I couldn't get into it. I missed out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's dropping like a house of fire. I'm going to miss the next one too. Oh my gosh.
Woohoo! I did it. I did it.
Who cleared it?
I lost both of them, and the last one I was all the way down to 418. I still lost it.
Kayla, can I just ask you a question, please?
Yes.
When you're trading, like just on those two trades, were you just looking at your pocket options, or were you referring to Hourglass as well and matching them up there?
I was looking at TradingView and my pocket options. I couldn't find CAD JPY on Hourglass, so I wasn't looking on that. And see, Heidi, did you clear that trade? The one that I said that you rolled over? Heidi.
Sorry, walked away. Dog has to go out. Yes, I cleared it.
Yeah, so I knew I was gonna do that. It's just I didn't do the right time. Maybe if I did 4 or 5 minutes, it would be good.
Well, I also rolled it over, and I'm using binary.
Yeah, but wait, so was it at a 2 minute and then you rolled it over?
Yeah, I did. I think I did 3 minutes and I rolled it over.
Okay, so yeah, that would have been a good time.
But I was close to losing it, because it dropped.
It's very exhilarating when you're close. It's definitely.
Hey, Kayla, I'll let you go start to research some stuff, and then I'll share my screen and jump in.
Are you co-host, Graham?
I don't know if I can, but my computer's lagging really bad, so it's going to be rough. But we'll try it. It's just freezing up.
You're co-host.
Okay.
Okay, but guys, if you want to go ahead really quickly and look at NZD JPY, and I'm just going to tell you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it on TradingView, and they have like a tiny little I have the candles at 1 minute. It kind of went up and it went down.
What is the pair? It's NZD JPY.
JPY, yeah. So I'm kind of looking on TradingView. Hold on a second.
Oh, I don't have that on binary cent.
We don't have that on race option either.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm kind of waiting for it to get to this. I'm waiting for it to get to this blue candle. I'm kind of waiting for it to line up with that. And if it does that, I think I'll go in for a buy. This is where I kind of wait and see. I'm kind of waiting for to see where this closes out at, what the next one's gonna do.
For expiration time, you guys ever go down to 30 seconds?
I have. I have done that before. I've never done it in my live just because it's kind of risky. I've done it in a demo and I've been successful, but it's just very it's very iffy just because you're not even giving it like, you know, a full candle. So it's kind of hard to read that.
And they
yeah.
jump
So guys, go to NZDJPY if you have it. Yeah, it looks like it's headed up like I thought. I'm gonna wait to see what this candle closes out at, and then I'm gonna wait to see what the next candle starts at. Because if I get a little, the next candle, if this closes out a good decent sized green, oh, see, then it drops to red. See, then they're playing tricks with us right now.
See, I like the 30-second because I'm so impatient and I don't have to wait so long. Like it's not as stressful because it's quick.
I mean, hey, I don't knock anything for anyone. I think if you find your niche.
Well, I know that there's some times where I'm like, man, I should not have done 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That's when I walk away from the computer. When I set the trade, I'll either look at other pairs and ignore it, or I walk away from the computer because I can't.
All right, guys, let's see what this closes out at, and then I'm gonna wait to see what the next candle starts at. And then if it starts off as green, I'm gonna go in for a 3-minute buy, and then it starts off as red though. I'm gonna go in for a 3-minute buy. Actually, no, don't, guys. I'm so sorry. I just realized it might just be going into some consolidation, in which case a 3-minute buy would just be iffy because see, then that wants me back up. All right, I'm gonna go. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go in for a 3-minute buy because that's what it's first telling me. All right, I'm gonna go for a 3-minute buy right now.
Just commit, Kayla. Commit.
Just committing to it, guys. I'm doing it because I didn't listen to myself last time. All right, so 3 minutes is a decent amount of time. If you're looking on TradingView, what I'm looking at, it looks like it should be headed up. We're gonna pray that it's heading up. Someone talk to distract me.
So did I see that you basically waited for a confirmation candle before you made your decision? Because that's kind of what I've been doing lately, but I'm trying to get your mind off of it. I don't know if I'm successful, Kayla, but thought I'd ask you questions.
I have it right in front of me, so now I'm just see.
Kayla,
what do you base your decision on, Kayla?
Huh?
What do you base your decision on when you trade?
What I base my decision on? Well,
yeah.
I was looking at the I was looking at the trend in the market. And by the trend in the market, it looks like it should be heading up, and it is. It's heading up, right, guys? Everyone say it's heading up.
It's heading up.
It's heading up.
It is. Look, here it goes.
So I was just kind of basing it off the trend in the market and where that candle came down to before it headed up. Wait, I had a question in my head 2 seconds ago, and it went away.
So if
this girl's hilarious.
Wait till you're in your 50s.
Yeah, really. That's when the fun starts.
Kayla, odd CAD.
Hey, we're profits. Yes. Up.
Is it? When's the trade clearing for everybody? Right now?
I should be around in a little bit.
Okay. Because what we'll do is you're showing them you're doing 3-minute trades?
This was a 3-minute one.
She is.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll jump in next after you get done with this. I want everybody to see their trades go through, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the strategy that I've been using. I'll give you guys some tidbits so you can see a different strategy. And then it's a much longer strategy. So it's less heart on the heart.
Yeah, guys, I never just pick one. Like if Graham is doing good with that specific time, like that's amazing. I don't have like my own little strategy yet. So it's like I'm kind of always, depending on what the charts are doing, I'm kind of always going between, honestly, 1 and like 4 or 5 minutes. Kind of always going, who's in profits? Who is? If only I was on my live.
So Graham, if you look at Liberty and look under odd CAD, I think this looks like a milli setup for like going red.
Graham, check that out.
Let me get out there real quick. I'll do this.
Guys, if you can see this, it's doing exactly. Oh, can you see it?
Oh, here, hang on.
Yes, profit. Yes,
profit.
Woo! Sorry, guys. Let's go. Who cleared that trade?
I did.
Nice job.
It's so if you guys look at it on TradingView, NZDJPY, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. It took taking a little V. Yep. See, and then I think it's either gonna see if you're looking at that where it went down. It kind of it's either gonna respect that and it's gonna keep going in its little up down trend, or it's gonna break through and rise up, or you just never know what it's gonna do. Anyways, go ahead, Graham. Take it away.
Ruben, which pair did you say?
On CAD, right now it's bouncing back up, but when you look at the 15-minute, it looks like it's going into red clouds and the red waves.
Yeah, so let me check it out. So here's what I've been doing, guys. Like if you guys want to follow different instructors, who I've been following a lot is Millie, but I've been more so diving into the 15-minute trade strategy with 15 or 30 or 10. So what Ruben is saying right now is, and I'm going to show you guys how to use this. So this is what I am on right now is Liberty. Okay. So if you guys are on Cash Trap, you go over here to the side and hit LT and open up LT. That'll open up Liberty. Pretty much what I use. So I've been trading for a while and I've gone through different styles. I've come to really settle in to pretty much I'm only trading on any given day when I see trending markets. So what a trending market looks like, and I'm only using Liberty. I'm not using Cash Trap right now. Nick is using a hybrid of Cash Trap and Liberty combined. So today was, you guys saw me post, today and last night was an exceptional period of time because the markets are trending, especially with the US dollar. The US dollar was really strong. So when you see a trending market, so first of all, it's identifying a trending market. So a trending market is going to look like this up blue or this red down. Those are what we call downward trending markets or upward trending markets. So this is when Liberty really shines. And then you guys, when you're on Liberty, you're going to activate under strategy. You're going to activate the web slinger. Okay.
So is it an hour and a half?
What's that?
They give you a break?
Oh.
Or you guys just go straight to an hour and a half?
Is someone?
Someone has their microphone on.
Oh, that's why. So, all right. So if you guys are looking at the screen right here, so what Ruben was saying was.
Who muted Graham?
I did not actually.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Gotta love Zoom calls sometimes. Okay. So here's OddCAD. So if I was looking at this, okay, we know that we're having, the web slinger stands for these webs. So we're having a downward trending market. Now I can tell you a couple hours ago, I really did good right in this area. So where Liberty shines, where this strategy really works is when you have trending markets like this right here, right? This would be considered a small trend going up. So right now, these candles represent an hour right here, okay? So this was an hour, this was an hour, this was an hour. So clearly you could place a lot of puts in this time frame of 6 hours, 7 hours. You could definitely place a lot of puts and you'd win most all of them, probably 90% of them. And so that's really where I just started to go one after another this morning and then last night. So here's what I'm looking at. So Ruben said this one, right? So I've seen that there's a huge downtrend. It's trending up, but we don't know if it's going to consolidate. Typically, what Millie will teach you guys when you're using Liberty is if you have the red clouds above the red and above the red web, like right here, you're pretty safe. Look what happens when you have blue clouds and not red clouds, and you have the red web slingers or the red webs, whatever you want to call them. If you look, it's not as safe. You're starting to get a lot of calls. So it's trending a different direction. So from this time right here to this time, I wouldn't have traded. I would have stayed away. I would have waited to see what's going to happen from this point to all over here where you have the red clouds. So how I check this, like if Ruben was like, hey, Graham, do you want to make this trade? What are you looking at? I would look at this on the 1 hour and see that odd the first currency is always the red. The second currency is always the blue. That does not change. That is black and white. So this would be the red currency. This would be the blue currency. So odd is the red, CAD is the blue. CAD is much, much weaker. So what even though odd is way stronger, what this is telling me that we're having a pullback. And then likely, since odd is stronger, it's going to drop again. So the first thing I look at is I pull out, and I back up, and I look from here to there is a massive drop, which makes sense, right? Because this number is stronger. So likely most of your trade ideas are going to be puts. Calls or puts. Most of the time it's going to be a put though, because again, this is a put, this is your stronger pair, right? If this was 50 and this was 12, we'd have more calls, which is what this was back over here. So what I love about Liberty is it's got so many checks and balances for you to have more success. So when I look at this, I see that we're trending down. This is probably a pullback and then it's going to come down again. So here's what I look at. I go, okay, so if I want to take this for a put, this is not a good time, but it will be a good time maybe in a little bit. So I always check the 1 hour, the 30, the 15, and the 5. So I'll come up here, click this, click 30. So now I'm starting to see a different picture, right? So now I'm seeing red clouds above, sells, but I'm seeing a lot of red, blue, red, blue. Okay, so this is not something, in fact, I will tell you this afternoon, I blew through quite a bit of money on trades getting into this part right in here on different pairs versus keeping my faith and my patience in working along this line. Because if you would have worked from this point to that point, guarantee you would have made 10, 20, 15%, 10% of your account. You could have done really well. But here, this is telling me, it's not so safe. So then if I come up here and I click 15 minutes, okay, now it's again showing me the same stuff. It's all over the place. This is a consolidated market. So now Web Slinger is not really applicable on this pair right now. It is when you're in this type of downward trend. I would check it one more time at the 5 minutes, probably going to tell me the same thing. And now it's telling me on a 5 minute, actually, you'd stand more success possibly taking a 5 minute or less call because you have blue, you have a buy, and you have blue clouds underneath, right? Which is where you want to see. You always want to see blue clouds underneath your buys. So everything is on top of the blue clouds, and it's the reverse on the sell. You want to see the red clouds up and everything below it. So Ruben, I would stay away from this unless you were going to take a really short sniper type call on this pair. And as you can see, these are 5 minute candles. So this is a 5 minute candle. It pulled back. This is a 5 minute candle going up. So right now, this is opening up and another candle. It just opened up 15 seconds ago. It's opening up, trending upwards. So you could potentially take a 2 or 3 minute call on that, and you may win that. Your odds are probably about 85%. One trick I will tell you guys that this really works when you're in the Liberty and you're working in these trending markets. When this candle closed and this one just opened up 30 seconds ago, when this candle closes and this one opens, sometimes you'll see it get wacky, meaning this could have closed out blue, then this all of a sudden goes red. So before you automatically jump, you wait about 30 seconds. If you would have waited that 30 seconds or 40 seconds, look, now we're at 4 minutes. We see that it's still trending up. You could have took a 2 or 3 minute and sniped that call and probably won that. So that's how you can use Web Slinger and Liberty if you want to take a shorter position. But for me, I'm using it to take longer positions. So Ruben, I would say, like, the answer to your question is if you want to take a short one on these right now, you're in good position. But if you look at the 15 minute, right, it's saying it's still likely it's going to finish well in a call, but it's surrounded by red bubbles and red webs lines, or whatever you want to call them. So it may not. It's literally your percentages are going down. So I would exercise caution. If you were going to do it, I would lower your trade size down pretty significantly to, maybe 1% of your balance. So if you look at, if I go to a different pair, so what I'm looking for on the Liberty app right here, I'm looking for pair numbers that have the greater differences. So something like this one GBP USD doesn't interest me as much as this one, Euro USD. So Euro USD, right? The US dollar is stronger. So you can come over here, and these are some of the tabs that I have open up here. I have Trading View, and I have my currency string pair. So I'll come over here. I'll look at my currency string pair. I'll refresh it here in a sec. I always use this before I make a trade. I'm always looking at this website. So this is the website right here. I find that this is kind of the best one. It's not letting me refresh, but if you go back and you look at Euro USD, which is I think what we were on, yep, Euro USD. If you look right now, the US dollar is way stronger than the euro, okay? So if you come back over here, just for confirmation, you see the dollar is way stronger than the euro. Bottom number is way bigger. So that means that again, if we're using this strategy, red always represents the first pair, blue always represents the second pair. So
that's just the opposite, Graham. I just refreshed mine, and USD's 1 bar and Euro's 4 bars.
Yeah, so that's this thing's not refresh alarm. Oh, here we go. Let me do it real quick. My computer's lagging. So you're right. Euro's 4 bars, USD. So that means the euro's gaining strength, the dollar's losing strength. So now if we come over here, we know that this is losing strength. So this means this number is going to come down and this number is going to come up, which is crazy because the dollar was so absolutely strong last night into all day today. So that means that you're going to start to have more trades that are going to be red calls. So if you look, this is a 1 hour candle setup, right? So this was a 1 hour put. This is shaping up to be a 1 hour call. Now I wouldn't make a trade off of that. So what I would do is I'd back up. I look here and I see, wow, like, and by the way, I did well in here. So this is a massive trending market down. And guess what, guys? This is a pullback and then it's going to go down again. Millie will say it's going to drop to the crust of the
Graham,
earth.
can I just say something?
Yep.
Guys, so when Grandma's talking about like the like if you went into odd CAD for like a tight buy, I did, and I was deep in profits
Nice.
off the 5-minute candles.
Yeah, so great. I'm glad you said that because I'm glad you took it so that way we can prove that. So like that candle when it opened up, and you would have waited on that example because it was a 5-minute candle. If you would have just waited 30 or 40 seconds to make sure it went trending up blue, and then you took a 2 or 3 minute position, like you're in the 90% range, you're going to win that. I mean, sometimes your broker accounts will spike you out, but typically you'll win it. So for me, if I'm analyzing this one, okay, so I know based on the currency strength pair that the euro is getting stronger. So that's why we're seeing this, again, the first pair is puts. So that's why we're seeing this red clouds, red webs, and we're starting to see more reds in here. But I'm noticing that this is a pullback. So I'd go up here, I would check the 30, right? So now I'm not liking this still because it's a blue, it's a call. So then I go to 15 minutes. Again, this is a call. Now a new candle just opened up. So it's a put, which we're probably going to see a real big drop down. So if I go to 5, and this is what I do, guys, every day when I'm looking at trending markets. So what I'm seeing is a pullback, but I've saw a massive downturn. So likely what's going to happen is somewhere in here, you're going to see this thing drop.
Yeah, I'm looking at like 299. If you look at, you go across and go back over to the 30, you can see there's a ceiling there.
On this one, Ruben?
Yeah, so go down to, you got a blue candle and a red candle, and you can kind of put a line across those, and it looks like there's kind of a ceiling around 2.
You're talking about a little bit higher than where it's at right now.
About 300, 302, somewhere in there.
Yep. So this is where I would say if even though you see a great difference here, this is consolidation, right? Right now, this is a pullback consolidation. You want to really use Liberty when it's like this, right? Or the opposite when it's trending up. So right now, I would just be very cautious about taking, again, if you're looking at taking a 15-minute position based on experience, even though this candle's only 2 minutes in right here, and it's showing a put, and even though the clouds are above, and even though you have the red weds, I still would be very cautious about jumping in. If I did, it would be a very low trade size, because here's the thing. What I would do is I go to 5 minutes. Okay, so there's a confirmation because we have a 5 minute candle. So based on my experience, this thing's probably going to drop 20 or 30 points. So one of the things that I want to express to you guys when you're using this strategy is if you get, and so far I haven't showed a good example of it, but if you get a confirmation, so see how that's showing a buy right now? If you were to jump in on Euro USD right now for a buy and take a 2 or 3 minute position, you will likely win that trade. Maybe Kayla can do it again on her account. So whenever you get the word buy, it's usually a pretty strong position that it's going to either double that candle or it's going to, potentially just finish out that 5 minutes, in that position of a call. But here's the point I want to make. If I'm looking at, when I analyze this, and again, when I get on, guys, when I get on to the HFX market every day, first thing I look through is all the pairs. I get on Liberty. I'm not on Cash Trap. I look for setups like this. When I see setups, I jump in right away. When I see, like if I went out to this and I start to see this, it's too iffy for me. It's not a lock. So, and how I check it is this. Right now, this is trending down in the 5. So if I can get all my candles to be the same color and confirmation, then I'm taking a 15-minute trade. So what I mean by that is if that red candle in that 5 minutes, so if this finishes out at 125, this finishes out red, and then I click to 15, okay, and this candle's red, and then I click to 30, and this candle is red, which it's not, then that would mean it would be safe to put a trade in anywhere from about 3 or 4 minutes to maybe 25 minutes, and you will likely, finish in a put in a win. But if you go too far out, again, this is shaky because we're in this ground. So you really want to, like if I back up and try to show you guys, like right here would be ideally where you guys would have really wanted to really trade earlier. I think this was actually last night. So right here you have from this point to about that point right there, you only had one blue candle. So if you were in a trade right here and it was 15 minutes long or 10 minutes long, you could roll it over to get through this part, or you might lose the trade. But look how many red candles you would have ultimately won on various trades. So Liberty is based on trending markets. This is a trend. This is a trend. This is not right here. So if you were using this in this area, you would actually go up to strategies and hit simple scalper. And then you would use simple scalper and the Liberty to trade in consolidating markets, meaning the up, down, up, down, up, down. That's where Cash Trap shines as well. So then you could actually take this and you could match this up to Cash Trap, which is what Nick does a lot. So I particularly though, guys, I don't like the 3 minute stuff. That's just me. I mean, to each is their own. Kayla's doing well in it. Nick does well in it. I just really love the web slinger and I love trading and market trends. Darius does a lot of breakout trading, and what breakout trading is this: when you get to this point right here and boom, it breaks out to the downside or breaks out to the upside. You're taking multiple entries in a short amount of time, and you can do well on that too. This is kind of a continuation of a breakout. This is following a trend and you're really riding that. It's also called surfing in some instances on the Forex market. So if we go back over to GBP USD, we know, we go up here, we know that GBP is gaining strength and the US dollar is declining. So that means that more of our trades are going to be puts. Remember, red, blue. So if we come back over here, this is a 1 hour candle, right? Because we have 1 hour right here. Because people go, oh, I got red clouds, I got red webs. Well, but you also have in the next hour a potential that it's going to finish in a resistance phase. As you can see, it's bouncing, it's consolidating. So if you go to 30 minutes, doesn't look good. Still, even though you got blue clouds, you want the blue clouds to be down here. So that doesn't look good to me. And Millie would stay away from stuff like this as well. Now this,
the blue clouds to be below, right?
Yeah, you want the blue clouds to be below. Exactly. Now, if I go into here, so in this type of market, you really, blue clouds below, you've got green arrows, which is basically signifying that it's not red, it's not blue. So this is not a high percentage win or trade. If you're going to take this, for instance, here's what I would do. I would let this candle finish out in 2 minutes and 45 seconds, see where it finishes out. And I would let the next, because I'm on 5 minutes, I would let the next 5 minute candle open up and I would give it 30, 40 seconds to see where it's going. And then I would snipe either a call or a put based on that. But likely what it's going to do is when this candle closes, this is going to end up in either, depending how high this finishes, this is going to end up in a put. And then this will end up going into in a call. And then this will go to a call because you have the blue clouds below. So it's showing you when you pull back that we're not in a downward trending market. We're kind of in a uptrend, pullback. So I would not trade this. I just simply would not. I would just stay away from it. To me, there's not enough percentage of win in this. So I would just keep on looking for different pairs. Some of these pairs in Liberty are not on my broker platform. Some might be on others' brokers' platforms. You know, I wanted to trade, I think it was NZD USD, and I didn't have it. So it's on my broker platform. But again, stay away from this right here. These numbers are pretty even. This one right here, I don't have on binary, but this would be a great setup right now if you did have it on a broker's platform. You can take a look at it really quick. So obviously the dollar we know is losing strength, but if we go back up to the NZD, to the New Zealand, it's gaining. So it's reversing. So knowing that, we come back over here, we know that there's going to be more puts than calls, generally, even though the dollar still has way greater strength than that. So the first thing I look at is an hour, and I go, okay, red clouds, red webs, and blue. So then I go up here, 30. Nope, still, this looks great through here. Not so much. Come to 15. Nope, still not giving me all reds, giving me blues if anything. So now I know, again, that my chances of winning this is going to be slim on a long 10, 15 minute, 20 trade idea. So right now we go back to the same setup. So where you have blue clouds underneath, you have a blue candle, it's closing out in 25 seconds. So I would watch this and see where it closes out. We'll watch it and see where it closes out. Likely it's going to close out in a uptrend. And then likely it will open up in another uptrend because we have blue clouds. So we'll wait and see what happens. So if I was getting ready to take a sniper trade, like a 2 or a 3 minute, I would be just waiting on this before I place my trade, because we're going to see 3, 2, 1. I would not place the trade yet. I would wait for this next candle. Boom, it opens up. I would give it a few seconds, and I would probably take this for about a 2 or a 3 minute call at this point. Now you're 10 seconds in, so I would say you're pretty safe to place that. If you want to check it, you can always check it. Not that this is going to be 100% accurate, but see now it's showing you that could end up. Oh, there he goes. So likely, if you took a call on this one in 2 or 3 minutes, you're gonna win that trade. So because you have the blue cloud below, you're starting to get blue webs going up, and you're having more blues or more uptrend than you are having your downtrend. So this is how I did it today. This is how I rode the market. I had an example of a trade I just did before we logged on, and I don't think I can show you guys because I didn't screenshot it. But it was very similar to this setup. So when you guys log on into Liberty app and you guys start surfing your pairs and you're starting to see greater number differences and you're starting to see this, especially I would base everything candle wise on an hour. So if you look at the hour, look, these are all hour candles. This is really where you're gonna make your gains in your account. This is the 30 minute. Again, these are 30-minute candles. That's awesome. Like that's where you really can sit back, place a 15-minute trade inside these candles, go get a sandwich, get a cup of coffee and come back, and you're not worrying about getting spiked out usually. You're clearing these trades by a mile generally, and that's why I like it. And again, red clouds, red webs, almost all wins pretty much. In fact, this would be about a 97% win rate because you're following that trend. And then this is where I got myself into trouble, not on NZD, but on another pair, because it started to do this. So at this point, when you start to see this and maybe you're winning a trade, and all of a sudden you lose that first trade and you start to see this, just stop, get out of the pair, because this is what happened to me this afternoon. I won a ton of stuff, ton of trades, and then it started to do this, and my ego kept letting me keep going, plus part of it is a learning experience, and I ended up, giving the house back some money. So, if anything, I just wanted to share this with you guys because I really love this strategy. I have grown my account in the last 24 hours 50%, which was humongous. Nick grew his account by almost 60%, I think. We're doing it calculated, but today was a very, very trending market. If you go back and you guys are able to go back and look, this is current time, go back and look, if this is set to an hour, go back and look what this morning was. This was this morning. So, this is what we were seeing. The dollar was so strong that the euro was at like 20, the dollar was at 80. I mean, it was just amazing trading today. So that's how I trade, guys. For me to place a live trade with you guys really wouldn't work as well. Maybe next time we can do it next Thursday, and we'll take a setup that's 15 minutes or longer. Or if Kayla wants to take over, I can look for setup and we can all jump in one that's a little bit more safe than these we're looking at. But Lisa and I were talking the other day, she wanted me to share this. I want you guys to be successful. I'm having so much success, and I'm only trading trending markets. So again, when I see this, I just stay away. I don't even trade. I might go the rest of the day and not trade, but it doesn't really matter, because if you're making your trade in this window and you're making your 2-3%, that's good enough for us as traders. If we get blessed and we make 10 or 15 or 20% or something crazy, like today I had 50%, that's great, if it can happen. I don't count on that, but that in this type of setup, you can do that. So really, try to get in the Liberty app and try to work with this, because when you see this, when you see the red clouds, the red webs, and you're getting all this, this is it's almost foolproof. It really is. So I hope this helps you guys. This is how I'm having a ton of success. I'll share more, next week if we need to. We can go over this all over again.
Thank you, Graham.
Man, Graham, I'm gonna have to rewatch that on replay and take more notes and stuff, because I see you as like a 1 day a week kind of information educator for the academy. But
yeah, I obviously don't encourage trying to go. I got caught up in it today, and so did Nick. And it's fun when you're caught up in it, but that's not normal. Normal is winning your 2-3%, 2 to 4 trades and calling it a day. But yeah, I'm having tons of success.
Your goal. Do not make this your goal. Your normal, right?
Yeah, no, it's not normal. It's you have to learn how to manage your trades. But I'm more than willing to share this with everybody. But this is just absolutely my win percentages every day have just gone through the roof. So
raise their hand. Dr. Jen, raise their hand.
Dr. Jen, you have a question?
Yeah, I have 2 questions. One is, when we were looking at Liberty, on the right is where the pairs are, and some of them are saying 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and so that's talking about the ratio of the pairs. But 3 days ago seems a long time ago to look at those numbers.
Yeah, so that's why I go out to the World Currency Strength website and look what's up to the minute, right at the minute. And then that's when I bounce back over. So those, those webs you were seeing, all the up and down, the live pips meter, that is current, even though you're seeing that on the side.
Okay.
Right?
And so go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so that is live. So that pip meter going up and down on that pair is live, and then you can go out to your world currency pair and validate that.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask. The website you go to look at is called World Currency Pairs.
Yeah, I'll drop it. Let me highlight it. I'll drop it in the chat for you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, Kayla, it's your turn. Place another trade.
Did anybody touch on not trading live tomorrow?
Oh yeah, that's OTC markets. We want to stay away.
For the first Friday of the month.
Yep, that too.
So yeah.
So no trading Friday and none on the weekends.
Well,
Start up again
Friday
on Monday.
What is
Right,
the first Friday of the month?
Friday. Yeah.
What is the first Friday of the month?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have? We were just talking about this.
I'll be posting it. No, see, I have it ready to go for tomorrow morning. I'll post it, and I talked about it on Tuesday night as well. So it's NFT day.
Okay, can you explain to them why? Although we do really want you guys going into your Telegram chats. We're working on something with Dr. Jason as far as getting kind of like our own Brave TV little group. So it'll kind of, is anyone on After Dark where they see what their Brave TV Connect looks like?
Yes.
So you know how that is? It's kind of like a little Facebook-ish where we could have categories, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can literally have a category for different topics that we're working on as well, which will be super cool. I know Telegram is hard to navigate sometimes because it's just like one big long message, like Facebook message chat. But we don't want to be on Facebook, and a lot of people don't want to be, then what else is our alternative, right? We can't Zoom all the time. It's just really great. And Mary Jo and Nick and Graham and Kayla and everyone is so chock full of info in there.
Just so you know, NFP Week explained, the non-farm payroll report is a key economic indicator for the United States. It is intended to represent the total number of paid workers in the United States minus farm employees, government employees, private household employees, and employees of nonprofit organizations. The non-farm payroll report causes one of the consistently largest rate movements of any news announcement in the Forex market. As a result, many analysts, traders, funds, investors, and speculators anticipate the NFP number and the directional movement it will cause. With so many different parties watching this report and interpreting it, even when the number comes in line with estimates, it can cause large swings. And from my understanding, especially in the USD and parts, USD pairs, gold, oil indices. So I will post all of this little blurb tomorrow morning to remind you guys, but the first Friday of every month, yes. It's Red Folder Day.
So drink heavily that day and enjoy. So we want to talk crypto, any? You want to talk any crypto?
We're talking it's basically do not trade USD pairs, including gold, oil, and indices. So anything in USD, I would just avoid. Even when I talked to Nick earlier today, he said on that Friday of the month, he lightly touches it like 1%. He barely even, and not only that, you can understand it's an early close day too in the market. So, for the weekend. So if I were you, I would study.
Yeah, this is a great study weekend.
At this point on a Friday for you guys, when we jumped on this 1 hour ago, we shouldn't be trading. It's at that point we're heading into the OTC markets. And for all of you that jumped on late when we first OTC is after hours, basically, we don't want to trade. So for East Coast people, you guys should be done. Most educators are done by noon, 1 o'clock your guys' time. That's pretty much the cutoff. For us West Coast people, it's about 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And then you're really just playing with fire at that point. So at this point, we should all just be having fun and learning and, because you're not going to see how the world currency pairs work right now. The markets aren't open.
And I posted in chat that this is Millie Mills territory. And if you go to her in your academy and go into her recorded sessions, you can go back and watch anything that she's put out there. And this will teach you the things that Graham just got done discussing. And I actually posted in the chat one video by her that kind of focuses on liberty. So.
Yeah, all of her favorite recorded stuff is good stuff. So, and then go to your academies and watch 300 series HFX.
Yes.
Because they'll teach you about Web Slinger, Liberty, Simple Scalper. So that's good to learn that too.
And guys, I'm not gonna get into it now, but maybe in a couple weeks, me and Darius are kind of studying heavy on MT4, doing indices on there. So we've been loving, SPX 500, US 30, and NAS 100 on MT4. Sorry,
I'm gonna type it because she said it so fast.
I made a decent amount of money this morning on my MetaTrader 4 account. But I highly encourage guys, like for instance, like after you're done, after you're done English, after you're done with your HFX for the day, hop on your demo on your MT4, and if you don't, just text.
Some of them don't have it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you don't have your MetaTrader 4 demo account set up, just type it in the chat, and then we'll definitely plan like a Zoom to just set up. It's super quick, super easy. I did it with someone today. It took 4 minutes, because that's awesome. Just jump on and practice on your demo, because it's a super efficient way to make.
You just, Kayla, opened a can of worms for me, because FRX is supposed to be Tuesday nights along with my DCX. So I'm saying she can do it. She can do it. She can do
I
it.
did a lot of money this morning with it.
So I'm just saying on Tuesday you can do it and show them how to set it up.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So guys, if you don't have your MetaTrader 4 demo account set up, we're gonna set them up on Tuesday.
Yeah. Yep. And why don't you guys, because it is a crazy day tomorrow and we have the weekend, after you do some studying for HFX, go ahead and start doing your FRX 100 series. So just the way you guys went and did your 100 series for HFX, just go start doing that. Because the whole beauty of this academy is we have so many different things to do. We just don't want to overwhelm everything. If you don't feel ready for it, please don't do it. It's just a suggestion for those that feel like, okay, I could do a little bit more this weekend.
Yeah, I started with that, and then I hopped into HFX. I wasn't doing both at the same time until I was in a consistent like routine with my HFX. So I wouldn't suggest, okay, I'm gonna learn all this stuff at once. Kind of like go in like little like.
Yeah. Maybe do 2 or 3 videos or whatever. Get your MetaTrader account set up next Tuesday. You don't have to do it. Just so it'll be ready for you. What's the other one? 7:30.
I'd like to see do some swipe trading and how you do swipe trades with FRX. Because when I first got in, you guys were doing that, and Kaylee, you were doing it. Say, oh, look, I can swipe trade or whatever. And then, but we never got into it. Next thing you know, we were doing HFX.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to.
I was going through all the FRX stuff. I got to the 300 level.
Oh, nice.
And FRX. But then we switched to HFX, and it's like, all right, so then.
Well, like Mary Jo said it, we're not going to get into it. I'm not going to make Mary Jo upset.
No, I just said Tuesday.
Once Darius showed us HFX and we saw it, we were like, what? Let's have everybody start here as a group. Obviously new people are going to be coming in all the time, so we're going to be doing different things at different times. We'll have different nights of the week where we'll focus on stuff.
But I promise you that this was a better, to start with HFX, it's definitely, thinking back to learning, this was easier to start with.
Yeah. And when you convert over to FRX, you're going to have so much knowledge already that it's going to be way easier now to put all that stuff in your head. Because trust me, when I learned, I don't even know what I was doing. I was trying to learn everything all at the same time, and I was like confused. So, we're just all trying our best, and we want to make it really super easy for you guys. We want all of you guys to be profitable. We want to do it all together. Like Kayla said, it's really fun trading.
It is fun trading together, guys. It's cool.
It is. And for those of you who reached out saying that you're like just still starting off HFX and this seems intimidating and you're not sure, what they're saying right now, that like she said, that's for other people who are along. Don't be shy. Reach out. We will send you a PDF that gives you a step-by-step on what you should do next and follow that suit so you can feel like you're catching up. So don't feel like this is a wash, you hit a wall, you're going to walk. Don't. Reach out to us. We'll make sure we hook you up.
Yes. Does anybody have any more questions?
This was a fun call. I felt like I was just talking to my fam.
You are?
You are.
Yeah, we're trying to keep them limited to an hour. We went a little over, but it was fun. And I'm hoping.
If you guys have no more questions, though,
if you guys want one last parting trade tip, I'm about to enter Euro odd for 15 minutes.
Hold on.
Euro odd for 15 on a call.
Can't get there quick enough, Graham.
I know.
I'm not open. I'm like, what?
What? You're on. Where are you at?
You got time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was holding my breath there.
No, because it's not a 3-minute trade. It's a 15-minute trade.
Right. You're on. So
for a call or a put?
People jump off. They can get in that. Try that 15 minutes and then.
For a call or put?
What's that?
For call or put?
Call. Yep. Call, Euro odd, 15 minutes, and just monitor it.
Should I get it now?
Yes.
Yeah, get in.
Triple check.
I'll get it.
I went from $5 to $10, Graham. I'm riding your wave.
Okay. And then,
Oh, I could see that trend even just on my pocket options, what you're talking about.
yeah, take it, obviously take a lower trade size, guys, just because this is probably a newer style for you. But yeah, Euro odd, call, 15 minutes, watch your rollover, and then I can do more next Thursday night.
Awesome. This was fun.
Thank you.
Guys,
So Graham, do you do fixed time or you just leave it alone?
I leave the fixed time off.
Okay.
guys, if you clear this trade, type it in your Telegram chat
Yeah.
after we get off. Say, Graham, I cleared that.
For sure.
Yeah, and if you guys, I was speaking with someone today, and it's kind of fun to have a buddy. So if you want to find someone that's in your Telegram chat, or you just want to message me or Mary Jo, or put in the Telegram chat you want a trading buddy, it's really good to have accountability with someone. Like kind of.
I was going to ask about that, Lisa. I'm so glad you brought that up, and so really sorry to interrupt, but I was going to ask about that because I'm feeling like I'm kind of having like a tough week, and I'm a bit overwhelmed. And yet I know that once you get it, you got it. But I've been trying a few different methods to see what happens because I don't have the patience for 15-minute trades. And I just don't, and I have to be real with myself. I tried so many times and I can't do it. I like the 3 minutes because, and I think somebody else was saying this before, like I can't contain myself that long. And
you don't want to know what Kayla does during the trade sometimes? She works out. She'll come, she'll do a plank.
Good for you.
Go do something else.
Well, no, because I'm not just gonna waste time sitting here. So even on like a 5-minute trade, or like when I was doing my MetaTrader, like every candle was a minute. So I was just like, all right, so 1 minute on, 1 minute off.
How cool is that? Make money and exercise all at the same time.
You know what? That's just pure brilliance.
Yeah. Hey, we'll make like little workout videos while you're trading with Kayla and getting fit at the
trading.
I would love to have a trading buddy because I feel like sometimes my schedule is just really difficult.
What hours are really good for you, honey?
Evenings or early mornings are perfect for me.
And then you know what you do, Dr. Jen? You have to find we gotta each kind of find someone that's kind of on the same schedule as you. So like me, for instance, like I brought Darius into this and we were trading buddies, when we were baby traders. And so, we'll like if he'll like we are like on the thing where like he'll call me to get into this. Like I was watching it and I'm like, oh okay. And then we'll kind of bounce off each other. We do it all day long, to be honest. So and with MetaTrader, we've been doing that all day. And so you need to find someone that's kind of has like a similar schedule as you.
Yeah.
So
let's figure out, there's got to be a way we could do a little thing like that. We could do what do you call it? Like a questionnaire kind of thing. If you want a trading buddy.
Do like a Zoom almost and kind of like someone's like, all right guys, like I'm on this schedule. Blah,
yeah,
blah,
let's do that.
Something like that.
That. We'll do a Zoom and we'll do like a tradingmatch.com.
Awesome.
Right?
Love it.
And then what we'll do is if we need someone like really to like kind of round it out, maybe like Graham or Mary Jo's husband Chris or Darius or Kayla, we'll have someone like kind of start each group off kind of. Right?
Yeah.
That'll be good. I'm excited.
Oh, fun. Oh, I love this.
I love it.
Make sure you put your time zone.
Yeah, we got to put our time
so
zone.
you mean if we like kind of like make like a list and we kind of match people up?
Yeah.
And guys, never mind.
Let's do we could either do a Zoom, a special Zoom, and we could also maybe Mary Jo, we could come up with a little questionnaire and an email that we send out to everybody. And then we'll try to help figure it out.
And then you can even try to get on, like, even if you can't do every day, every other day, if you can get on like a call with your trading buddy and kind of talk about what you guys are doing, because it's good to bounce ideas off of each other. You learn better that way.
Trading match. I like that, EJ.
Match. That's really funny.
That's what my book.
Karen is raising her finger.
Yes, my finger's raised. I really like that strategy, Graham, because that kind of makes sense to me, is to have a look at those longer time periods and then see where the trend is. It's just kind of clicked for me. But I think where I'm making my mistake is I only have this time during the day, which is your evening, to trade. And like you're just saying, it's all over-the-counter stuff. So I actually haven't been winning very many trades. But I also understood that while it was a bad time in your time zone, me in Australia and New Zealand, our currency should be kind of kicking in during our day period. Am I right there?
Yeah, you're 100% right. And I got it wrong earlier. This just tells you why I need this to take over and drop my 3 businesses because I forgot it's Thursday night. I thought it was Friday night. So I'm telling you guys that the market's closed. We shouldn't be trading, but today's Thursday night. So
wondering.
I was like,
well, in full disclaimer, I'm just about 50, so that's part of that club.
I didn't catch that because
you
it's actually
got it,
Friday
Graham.
for me.
The rest of us are with you on that, so don't worry.
So Karen, Dr. Jen brings up a good thing, and I'm glad she brought that up, and then we'll go to yours. So everybody's going to have different ideas of how there's no right strategy. I tried the 3-minute, and I just fell in love with this strategy, and I think like for Dr. Jen, she would be challenging herself to try to push herself into these longer trades versus, you got to go with what you feel. But going back to what you said, Karen, yeah, it doesn't matter where you're at. That's the beauty from Sunday night, which for you is like Monday, through Thursday night, which is Friday for you. You just have to learn to manage your time zones. And then that's the beauty of trading binary options, is that it trades all night. One of my friends that I brought in the academy, we're out here on the West Coast, he loves trading at night, which for you guys is like early morning hours. So that's the beauty of it. So you can trade right now, like I forget how far you're ahead of us, but like you just got to
I'm nearly 12, nearly midday.
Okay. So for you, my strategy would be this: pick the markets, pick the pairs that are still open since you're so far ahead of all of us, and trade those pairs.
Okay. Yep, cool. Awesome, thank you. Makes total sense.
Right.
Wait, I want to check there. Wait, I want to check there something. You can tell Graham for a minute. I'm going to work on doing a Zoom for you all from New Zealand and Australia. How about that?
Yeah.
We'll try to get something to help with that. And yeah.
No, I love what Graham said about how don't force a strategy on yourself. Everyone is different, and we all are wired differently with that when it comes to that. So guys, even for those of you who still have live accounts, guys, I still practice on my demo all the time, okay? So don't be afraid to hop back into your demo and try a bunch of strategies out, because that is how you're gonna find what you like best. Stop. One time I called the word niche. Niche.
She goes, I think I found my nick. I go, what? She goes, the thing I'm good at.
We call it niche. We say niche.
Her nick.
We say niche over here.
Yeah. You say
which is different again. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, every time when she said something, I go, oh, you found your nick. And it's not here. So
we knew what you meant.
Yeah,
you do. Okay.
Awesome. I hope you guys had a fun night trading.
We did.
So yeah. So we look forward to see you guys on Tuesday. Monday night is Dr. Angela's call. There will be a call this week. And I heard there's a special guest, so you won't want to miss it. I think it's Lee Allen, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Lee Allen or is it Kathy Kirkland? It's one of those. And both of them are amazing. So we met both of them in Texas.
And if you guys want to come to Aruba, Lee Allen will be there.
Yeah. And Kathy Kirkland.
And possibly Curtis Cobain.
And Ben.
And Ben Tankard, who's an HFX crazy person.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yes. So, but Dr. Angela's call is Monday at 7:30 Eastern. Our call is Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern and Thursday 8:30 Eastern. If you guys have anyone that's interested in joining, just let me know, or if they want to just learn more, because we're going to be having opportunity videos.
Oh,
and
that's sorry.
It did shoot up. It did shut up a bit because I can't roll my trade, and I'm like,
it looks like it rolled over its.
Hey, Graham, should we roll over?
Well, it just depends on your broker platform. Mine just spiked up, and I'm clearing. And I've got I don't even know how much time I have left. 6 minutes. So if you're, depends on where your broker platform is at. If you need to roll one time. But like right now, it just took off to the upside. So I'm at 50. I got 6 minutes left. So I'm not sure if I'm going to roll on this one or not, to be honest with you. But that's where you guys have to go back out and look at your go back out and look at your Liberty app and play with your 5 and your 15 minutes and make sure it's still in the blue. Like right now, 5 minute is way to the upside. It's really taken off. So for me, I'm going to leave this. But if for you guys got in after that, you may have to roll it. But I wouldn't roll it.
What time did you get in? What was your time that you got in?
I got in. I got in at 42.39. So
your wife, she has pretty hair.
Wait.
Oh, you're pretty.
Danielle. Right, sir.
She's shy. She's in the back.
Yeah, I'm at 312.
312. Yeah. So everybody's time clock's different, but mine was my start time. So I did obviously a 15-minute, and then yeah. So I expire at 56. Now I did not roll this because I feel like it's going to clear. I've got about 4 minutes left on my trade, and it's funny too because going back to what Judy was saying about pushing the wrong buttons. I told you guys to roll it, and I went to go roll it, and my platform locked up on me, and I didn't roll it. So there's a higher power taking over, so it's telling me not to do it. But so what I'm doing right now in these trades when they're going on, I keep going back out to Liberty. I'm on that pair, and I'm checking the 5 and the 15-minute candles. They're both giving me blue, so this thing should clear pretty easily. It's got 2 minutes on the 5-minute candle, but this thing should clear. So
Even though you're in red clouds.
Yeah, so if I go back, so even though you're in red cloud, right, that's not necessarily a finality, meaning you should or shouldn't do it. It's still, if you look at the 5-minute candle, it's still blue, big time blue. If you click on the 15-minute candle, so it's looking 15 minutes out, it's still blue. So this thing should close, that 5-minute candle is going to close out in 1:45. It's obviously going to close out in a very big uptrend, and then the next candle, 5-minute candle should open up, the next one should open up, and both end up in blue, meaning that's why you look at the 15-minute candle, right? So now if that 15-minute candle is red, or closes out red in 6 minutes, then there's a chance you'll spike out or it'll be close. But right now, I got in at 300. The pip was 300, and I'm at 315. So this is what I was saying. Unless this thing changes direction, I'm going to clear this by a mile. Like I could literally walk away and go downstairs right now, and I'm not worried about it. Things happen. But this is why I love this idea, because what I saw when I told you guys to take this was I saw within 30 minutes that this thing was going to close, up. Now, I even took this at a higher position than I should have. After I told you guys to take it, I could have even waited because it had a big, big drop, and then I would have totally cleared this thing. So I even took it at what I call not a great position, but I'm at about I had about 2 minutes to go on this, and
yeah, guys, I'm in profit, so I should be clearing this in like a minute or two, right?
Nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so I don't want to tell you guys what I placed my trade size on, but I placed a pretty big trade size on this, so it's
you need a trading buddy to hold you accountable, Graham.
What's that?
I'm kidding. Do you need a trading buddy to hold you accountable, Graham? Not Nick.
Nick is my
more than 2% then.
Nick and I go 100 miles an hour.
No, not Nick, Mr. 88 Trades.
No.
Anybody on this call wants to be my trading buddy, I'll be trading buddies with y'all.
Okay, good.
I have to tell you,
trading buddy.
I have to say, I got on the phone with Nick for the first time today and did like an actual session in that sense. And also, you guys, I'm going to say this probably with people stabbing me for saying this. Don't go live, practice on your demo. This is the truth. But I did have the demo going. And I'll tell you the difference for me between the demo and the live is the demo, you're like, okay, this looks good. I'll place this. Oh, I lost it. Okay. When it's your real money, you start paying attention. Okay, when was my entry time? When was, why is that? You get you start to pay a little bit more attention to the details, and you start to make it so you want to find out why it is that is going that way, whatever indicators, whatever points. And so I'm sitting with him, and it's okay. And he's saying things to me that blew my mind. And both Graham, Nick, and my husband have found this path with Millie Mills, and my husband talked to me about it the other day. He showed me the things that Graham should show with you, and he was showing me, confirmation candles and what it means. And all of a sudden, it just click, click, click,
nice.
click.
Nice,
yes,
Ruben.
We got it.
Three trades.
Nice.
But it was like click, click, click for me on this particular method. And like Kayla said, we all are wired differently, and different methods, different people. So, I just felt blessed for that call today, honestly.
So Ruben, nice job. You guys should all be clearing this. If you rolled over, I wouldn't worry. I'm about to clear this trade here pretty significantly. Nice.
Ooh, that was awesome. I wish I placed a couple more.
So
I
guys,
cleared that one and the NZD USD one from 20.
Nice, guys. So we can do this again next Thursday. Like, this is why I love this, and this is why I'm killing it with this trading strategy. I can definitely break this down for you guys. Like, if you rolled over, and you guys, if you did take the rollover, and you're still, you know, got 10 minutes out, go back to your Liberty app, start looking at your 5 and your 15 minutes, and you know, I think you guys are going to be fine, even for those that rolled over, because at your 15-minute candle, you're in blue clouds, blue up arrow, and if you click on your 30-minute, you got blue clouds underneath, blue webs, and blue. I wish I could show you this. I guess I could screen share it. So whoever rolled over should clear it too. But that's
Sophia. Oh, sorry, Sophia. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Seven's in the chat.
that's
Sorry,
that's why I love Kayla. She talks like the educators, and I talk like the old fuddy-duddy.
No, you sound like an educator too. See, no, you sound like a smart educator. I just can do the. I can just do the little. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You demand, Graham.
So, guys, that's why I love this trade. That's why I love this strategy, because even though it took a massive dip, we're giving ourselves a block of time to let this thing do. And guess what? The best part is Liberty is getting a revamp. So IM Academy is revamping all their strategies. So Cash Trap's coming out 3.0, but Liberty's coming out totally revamped, which means we're going to win more trades. So I love this strategy. I'll teach it to you guys every Thursday if you want, but I absolutely love this strategy.
Hey, Graham, I noticed that Millie's been doing a lot of 3-minute trades lately too, and still using Liberty to do it. Would that method work with those 3-minute trades too?
You can use Web Slinger for that. Like, remember how Kayla took that when I said to take that 3-minute trade in that 5-minute blue candle, and she took it? That is what we call, so that's what Millie's been doing lately. So that would be in a consolidating market, meaning where it's going up, down, up, down. I don't have my screen to share with you guys. I can try to share, but anyways, she does. Millie won't take a lot of those, but she's so good, she will take them if she sees it. So like, for me, that when Kayla jumped on, when I was showing Ruben that pair he called out, it was, you were almost going to win that for sure in that 5-minute blue candle if you took a 2 or 3 minute call or put. So I would say you guys could use Liberty and Web Slinger for that. Again, here's the thing, I'm normally a very conservative trader, but when I trade, my lot sizes are larger because I'm trying not to do 100 trades. Like, Nick loves to trade, so he does a lot more, but he does smaller trade lots. So for me, I'm not going to even mess with a consolidating market when it's going up and down. I'm going to wait for a trend, meaning where you see like a breakout, and then it continues like that for an hour or two. And then that's really where I'm jumping in and I'm placing larger trade sizes and making my 2 or 3%, if that makes sense.
Yeah. What platform what are you using right now?
So I'm on binary cent, but I'm getting off. And I'm going over to IQ options.
IQ?
Yep.
How come not race option?
Yeah.
Okay. I probably will do race options as well, Judy. So here's the thing. Here's my dislike on binary cent, and it's not that big a deal, but it is when you get really good at trading. The lag time the pip size versus what the IM Academy comes out with is way different on binary cent. It's probably one of the largest platforms there is. So I personally would suggest, if you want binary, that's great. If you want bit of Forex, that's great. But I would have race options, IQ options. I'd have a smaller broker that when we're trading with the educators, you have less chance of getting spiked out. And also, I've noticed with IQ options and race options, they're paying more on certain pairs than on bit of Forex and binary.
Hey, Graham, I was trying to get on IQ options like last week. It's not open to US, and they must see the IP address because they won't even let you go past the first page. Were you able to get account there?
I haven't joined yet. I have a buddy that's on there, so I've got to figure out how he did it and go from there. I'm okay with race options. but I'm not gonna use race options as my main account. I'm definitely gonna, holy cow, are you guys watching this trade right now? It just totally went nuts, went up. I mean.
Yeah, I took it again at 44.
Yeah, so whoever was in a rollover should clear by a mile. But Ashlyn, yeah, I may have to look into that. I was not aware of that. I know that a lot of these platforms are overseas.
Yeah. You got to make sure, even if you could get in, you want to make sure you can pull your money out later.
Yeah.
Rachel asked, can you tell why that you're not going to use binary set? I think that's what your question was. You could unmute, sweetheart, and ask if you have a question.
Yeah, so for Rachel's question, the reason why I'm not using binary set is because I've been on it since day one, and I get spiked out of a lot of trades a lot of times, especially when I'm trading with the educators. I love to trade with educators because you learn so much because they break the trade down for you. So when you're trading with an educator, if you're on bit of Forex and binary, you'll get spiked out a lot, and my platform has crashed quite a bit too, because there's literally like 40,000 people on these trades with these educators. So if you're on a platform that's not as popular, you won't have those issues. And this is just speaking from a very professional standpoint of view. I'm not liking their payouts. Their payouts aren't, like Nick and I will be talking and we'll take a pair, and his payout is much greater than my payout. So it's not that I don't have bad things to say about binary. I just think if all things were equal, I would choose race options or other platforms out there versus binary set.
More questions.
What is Nick on? What exchange is he on? I mean, broker is he on?
He's mostly on race options.
He is.
He has a bit of Forex too, but he does almost all of his stuff on race options.
Okay.
Dr. Ashlyn asked if you've checked out NADEX.
NADEX is a US based one, and that is one I'm considering to whoever asked that. Yep.
And then does IQ Options work with a VPN directed to another location?
That's a good question, because I have a VPN on my computer and my phone, and that's what I'm wondering if my buddy has it and that's how he got it. I don't know because I have a VPN too.
I wonder if that's how I should do it, Nick. Texas, they won't let me do half of them.
So yeah, when you have a VPN, I know it screws up some broker platforms. You have to turn your VPN off. I've been fortunate with my VPN. I've had it on because I'll trade at work at the office, and it allows me to trade. So yeah. So that trade, everybody should have cleared that. I don't know. I just love the strategy, guys. Like, I'm here for you if you guys want to reach out. Like, I'll do another one on Thursday, next Thursday. But it's literally grown my account substantially. So I will just become a guru at this. I will not do any other strategy at this point.
Can you explain what a VPN is for Rachel, please?
A VPN is basically, I'm not the best to explain, so I'm not that techy, but it protects your IP address from hackers. So like if you're sitting in Starbucks on your laptop and you're trading, you can feel more safe and VPNs are cheap. They're like $2-3 a month or something like that. So it protects your IP address, I believe, with your phone.
VPN is a virtual private network, and it creates a tunnel through the network.
It makes you invisible where they can't see exactly where you're at.
Yeah, it's essentially described as a tunnel through the internet.
Yeah, perfect. Well said. Yeah.
A little bit of cybersecurity background.
Everybody should probably have one, is what my buddies say, but sometimes it does conflict with the broker platforms at times. So yeah. I'm glad everybody cleared that trade, or most everybody, hopefully everybody cleared that trade, made some money. I made great money on that trade. So
thank you guys so much for investing in yourselves coming. So we look forward to seeing you next week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Obviously, if you can't hop on all of them, don't. But if you can, hopefully you get some value out of coming and learning, right? And then we're going to work on doing like a little trading match. Tradingmatch.com.
Have an awesome weekend with your families, and if you have spare time, study. But have fun.
Yeah. If you have any questions, message in your Telegram chat until we get our Brave TV thing going.
All right, bye everyone. Glad you guys.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you to everybody.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.